With increasing environmental consciousness, along with cutting-edge engineering and geotechnical problem-solving, the past few decades have prompted a movement to revitalize abandoned industrial brownfields in urban areas. In the Rock Bay area of Victoria, industrial activity began in 1862 with the construction of a coal gasification plant. The plant was repurposed in the 1950s and permanently shut down in the 70s, leaving a large contaminated site. Over the last 15 years, this historic property has been the focus of one of the largest remediation projects in the province.
Our client was BC Hydro, and they were the successor to the original operator of the site. BC Hydro hired us in 2003 to do the assessment, remediation, and risk assessment. We recognized fairly early that this wasn't just a large remediation project, but it was also a large civil and geotechnical engineering project as well.
While removing the contamination, a key consideration was the need to preserve heritage buildings. 2 out of the 3 were saved, but stakeholders agreed that the instrumentation building had to be demolished.
Underneath the instrumentation building, the soil was heavily contaminated, and there was a lot of infrastructure as well. A lot of underground piping that we identified that was full of tar, and that tar needed to be contained appropriately.
The workers would store tar in the well during the coal gasification process. We investigated around the tar well and identified that the tar was present to a depth of 14 meters below ground surface.
Great care was taken not to release more tar into the environment or cause additional migration of groundwater contamination.
The contractor came up with a solution using secant pile shoring system around the well. Concentric secant piles were installed, allowing us to muck out the tar and the brick.
With this work now concluded, the Provincial Ministry of the Environment has issued certificates acknowledging that cleanup is now complete, clearing the way for commercial development and new opportunities.
Since 2004, over 300,000 tons of contaminated material was removed from the site. This large, derelict brownfield site was cleaned up and it can now be used by the community. It's located in a great location on the Victoria Harbour waterfront.
Engineers and Geoscientists BC is proud to present its Environmental Award to the Rock Bay Remediation Project.